Hey everyone, welcome to the review. Here's my review for the movie Bloodfather. This movie stars Mel Gibson, Erin Moriarty, Diego Luna, and William H. Macy, and this movie is directed by Jean-Francois Richet, and this movie is a new dramatic action movie. Yes, that stars Mel Gibson. We haven't seen Mel Gibson in a movie since Expendables 3. But yeah, Mel Gibson hasn't played a real starring role in a while. Yes, Get the Gringo. Yes, that was a pretty decent movie, but actually like a big starring role in an action movie, it's been quite some time, especially a good starring role for Mel Gibson, because we all know Mel Gibson has been through a lot these past few years and stuff, and despite what you think of the guy, I actually enjoy a lot of his movies. Yes, I'm not going to judge him as a person, but as an actor, I've always enjoyed his movies. I grew up with his movies like Maverick, Lethal Weapon, Ransom, Braveheart. I love Mel Gibson's movies, so I was hoping he would have a comeback soon, and I think this movie, Bloodfather, is his comeback role, because this movie, Bloodfather, is absolutely fantastic from start to finish. The story of this movie, Bloodfather, is about a girl who's about 16, 17 years old, and basically she's involved with these like Mexican drug dealers and stuff, and her boyfriend is one of the leaders of this gang, and basically they raid a house in the beginning of the movie, and basically she is ordered to kill an innocent girl, but she doesn't. She accidentally shoots her boyfriend instead, and basically she goes on the run and stuff, and all these gang members are chasing after her, and basically the only person she can go to is her father, played by Mel Gibson. And Mel Gibson in this movie is a guy who just got out of prison just a little bit ago, and basically he's an ex-convict and an ex-alcoholic, and basically he goes to AA meetings and lives in a trailer park and does tattoos. He's a tattoo artist now and stuff, and yeah, his sponsor in this movie is played by William H. Macy, and they're all a bunch of trailer park rednecks, and it's hilarious, and basically, his daughter finds him, and basically he has to help her out. She's involved with all these Mexican gangs and stuff, and basically he is the only one that can protect her, and he has connections from when he was in prison to help them out and stuff, and basically it's this big dramatic action thriller of a movie, and it's also a great father-daughter movie, because it's also about them reconnecting with each other and stuff. So yeah, that's where most of the heart and the dramatic scenes are, but again, this is also an action thriller, because it's about a bunch of gang members after Mel Gibson and the daughter and stuff, and yeah, this movie, I loved this movie. Bloodfather was so freaking good. The performances, the action, the story, the writing, the execution, all done so well, and I love that this movie was pretty low budget, and you can sort of tell, but it just works for its advantage. Mel Gibson is amazing in this movie. This is one of his best performances I have seen in a very, very long time. He is so great. He's kind of an asshole of a character because, again, he's an ex-convict and he used to be an alcoholic and he knows a bunch of white supremacists, so how good is this guy, really? He's not a great guy, but he's a damn good father, and he helps his daughter out, and he's so good in this movie. His performance is so fantastic. There's even a scene when he's talking to one of the Nazi bikers and stuff, and when he like yells at him, damn, it's such good acting, like, oh my god. And I love every scene with him and his daughter, and when they're just talking about stuff like his time in prison and what she's been up to and stuff, and how they bond with each other. It's not a traditional father-daughter relationship, but it works for the movie, and it's very comical at times, but it's also very deep and very powerful and very realistic. And yes, it's not like one of those like touching, oh, kind of movies. It's not one of those heartwarming relationships. It's a pretty brutal relationship, because she used to be a drug dealer and he used to be an ex-convict, so it's a bit of a dark relationship, but it works. It's very realistic, and I thought both of them worked great with each other. And the girl who plays Erin Moriarty is a very good actress in this movie, and yeah, her character is completely messed up, and she plays it so freaking well, and her and Mel Gibson had excellent chemistry with each other. The father-daughter relationship in this movie worked perfectly. I loved it. I also loved William H. Macy. He was funny. He was awesome. I loved his friendship with Mel Gibson. He was a sponsor. He sponsors him in AA, but he's also his neighbor in the trailer park, and he's hilarious. He's great. I love his character, and most of the performances were all really good. And the action was really good. Some people like to say that you need big budgets to have great action. This movie just proves that is not the case. As long as you have realism and real grit and real brutality to it, especially if it's an R-rated action movie, the action can work perfectly, because this movie doesn't have a big budget, but the action is so brutal, so gritty, it just freaking works, and it's fantastic. It's amazingly directed, really well crafted action scenes, and the action is really great. There's an amazing motorcycle chase scene, and it's also pretty awesome, pretty badass, and yeah, I love the story of this movie too. Again, this is not a very original story. Watch a lot of Liam Neeson movies, and you've seen this story before, but the way it's written, the way it's executed, and the way it's directed, even especially the way it's acted, it makes it fresh and original. Just like Prisoners, there's a lot of movies about kidnapping stories and stuff, but what makes Prisoners fresh is its tone, its style, and its performances. That's the same with Bloodfather. The story isn't original, but the way it's executed and the tone of the film, it makes it fresh and enjoyable, and I fucking loved this movie. Bloodfather is a movie I think people should see. This is a straight up comeback role for Mel Gibson. Yes, him in real life. I am not judging him as a person. I'm judging him as an actor, and as an actor, I've always been a fan of him, and I thought he was fantastic, sensational in this movie. And I hope people will check this movie out. I hope this movie makes a little bit of money. It's not a very high-budget film, but I hope more people see this movie so we can get some more great Mel Gibson action movies, because this movie was amazing. I would highly recommend it. So yeah, please check this movie out if you have not seen it already. It's so good. So good. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give the movie Bloodfather an 8.6 out of 10. So yeah, please check this movie out. It's awesome. So yeah, that was my review for the movie Bloodfather. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what is your favorite Mel Gibson movie? My favorite is probably the first Lethal Weapon, but what is your favorite? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like this video, please like, subscribe to this channel, and join the dark side.